Do you know the Christian samurai that said no to all three of Japan's great unifiers? Blessed Justo Takayama Ukon was born, it's believed, in 1552 in Haibara, in what today would be Nara Prefecture, though some believe he was actually born in Osaka. His childhood name was Hikogoro. His adult name was Shigetomo. The name Ukon was actually a title derived from Ukono Weifu, which meant lieutenant of the right division of the Inner Palace Guards. Ukon became an endearing name for him. The Jesuits referred to him in documents as Ukon Dono, or Lord Ukon. He was likely baptized on June 1st, 1563, after his father converted to Christianity. His baptismal name was Justo, after St. Justin Martyr, who Catholics remember annually on June 1st. Ukon didn't become known for his devotion to his faith until he became an adult. As an adult, he faced three key moments, one with each unifier, where he was challenged to abandon his faith and did not. The first came in 1578. At the time, the family controlled Takatsuki Castle, which was situated between Kyoto and Osaka. Ukon became lord of the castle when his father retired as the head of the family 5 years earlier. Only 21 at the time, Ukon turned a burnt, decrepit castle into a strategic location for Oda Nobunaga. The Takayama, though, were not direct vassals of Nobunaga. Instead, they were vassals of a Nobunaga ally named Araki Murashige. Murashige turned on Nobunaga. Ukon tried to talk him out of it, even giving him 2 family members as hostages in a show of loyalty. Nobunaga had the castle surrounded and demanded its surrender, else all Christian missionaries would be unalived and all Christian places would be destroyed. Ukon prayed for a long time. He then shaved his head as a sign of retirement. He snuck out of the castle and showed up at Nobunaga's, weaponless and alone. He expected to be killed. Instead, Nobunaga pardoned him and all of his samurai and returned his castle to him. He also increased his domain and allowed him to proselytize. Ukon even founded a seminary outside Nobunaga's castle. As for the hostages, Ukon's father convinced Murashige to release them. This may have been seen as divine intervention. Many historians, though, attribute it to the father's negotiating abilities, and that Ukon and Murashige were both tea ceremony disciples of Grandmaster Sen no Rikyu. The next key moment came in 1587. First, a little background. Nobunaga was assassinated in 1582 by one of his generals, Akechi Mitsuhide. Ukon supported Toyotomi Hideyoshi in defeating Mitsuhide's forces, and then supported Hideyoshi in his rise to power. Ukon would be rewarded in 1585 with the larger domain of Harima. In 1586-87, Hideyoshi used a request from the Jesuits to intervene in Kyushu against the Shimazu clan. Hideyoshi, now called the Kampaku, or regent, went down to Kyushu with Ukon as a member of his personal guard. After the battle, Father Gaspar Collio, the Jesuit superior in Japan, arrived in a decorated ship to offer congratulations to Hideyoshi. Ukon warned Collio that the Jesuits should present the ship to Hideyoshi in return for promises made for the intervention against the Shimazu, but Collio ignored him. Shortly thereafter, Hideyoshi issued his edicts demanding all missionaries leave the country. Hideyoshi also demanded that Ukon either renounce his faith or surrender his domain. Ukon went into hiding and eventually began working for daimyo Maeda Toshiie. His time there included fighting for Maeda in support of Hideyoshi's battle against the Hojo clan in Odawara in 1590. Though he never regained his daimyo status, Ukon met with Hideyoshi in 1592 to conduct tea ceremony and be returned to Hideyoshi's inner circle. He was allowed to continue his missionary efforts in Kyoto and Osaka and urged the Jesuits to maintain a low profile. The third moment would come in 1614. In 1614, the Tokugawa issued an edict that banned Christianity and ordered the expulsion of missionaries and any samurai who refused to recant his faith. Ukon knew Tokugawa Ieyasu and even conducted tea ceremony for him. However, he refused to recant his faith and left for exile in the Philippines in November of 1614. He arrived in December and died in February of 1615. He is considered a martyr, as it was expected the trip would kill him, given his age. Some additional facts about Ukon. He is the only Japanese martyr martyred outside of Japan. He is the only Japanese daimyo buried in Philippine soil. He is also the only Japanese martyr approved solo. All others have been approved in groups. As a side note, Ukon was married and had 4 kids, though 2 died in infancy. When he practiced tea ceremony, he was known by a different name, Minami no Bo. He was beatified by Pope Francis. He is not a saint, as no confirmed miracles have been attributed to him. The Catholic Church remembers him on February 3rd, and his area of patronage is Japanese immigrants. Thank you for watching.